All right, well, welcome back to Roadster Rants. I'm here again with Adam, and of course I'm Dan. And
Hola.
what's going on in the car world today, Adam? Why don't you tell us?
Well, a Nissan dealership in Bellevue, Washington decided to literally over double the price of the MSRP. We've seen markups before, but this is kind of a little more controversial. And I think you've got a couple good topics too, right?
Oh yes, yeah. I mean, we definitely want to talk about that Nissan dealership and also Mac Hayek in Houston, going more than doubling the price of the Z06,
Yeah.
and getting absolutely dragged for it. So yeah.
Yeah. So I've got a little bit of insider information on this whole Nissan debacle. So I saw this in Torx Motorsports posted this on Facebook. Actually, I think you might have seen that too. I thought I saw you like react to it on Facebook, but I can't remember.
Oh,
But
Torque, yeah,
anyways,
yeah. I saw him post it. Yeah.
yeah, I saw them post it, and it had like a couple hundred likes, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna make it. So for people who don't know, I make TikToks, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna post about this on TikTok. It might get 100 views, something like
What's your
that.
TikTok?
Whatever. Unsighted Scarab, if anyone wants to go take a look. But I thought it was gonna get like 100 views, something like that. It ended up getting about 300,000 views,
Nice.
and I initially the Bellevue Nissan Google page had about 20 negative reviews talking about this thing. Within 12 hours, it had about 700. They actually got so bad that they had to briefly shut down their Google page, and apparently, I don't know what witchcraft they do. I guess Google flagged it all as spam, so it deleted all of them, and it kind of locked the rating. So even if you post a review, it doesn't show up anymore, which is kind of weird. So I'm gonna adjust here. But yeah, that was pretty funny. No, yeah, everyone was starting to post it. I was just like, oh my gosh, these are great. No, and also Motor Trend actually tried to contact them about like maybe like a couple like 17 hours after I posted my video. Motor Trend tried to contact
No
them,
kidding.
and they just kept on getting the runaround. All right, no. So for anyone who doesn't know, by the way, what I'm talking about, if you haven't seen it, even though it's been blasted all over social media, the new Proto Spec Z is out, and it is available to a select couple dealerships. Now, it is a rare quotation marks car right now, and the MSRP is about 54,800-ish dollars, something around there. Don't quote me on that, but it was around there. They put a $74,000 markup on it. Now that's not options. That's not like extra packages, trims, anything like that. No, that literally on the actual thing, on the sticker price, it actually shows like the MSRP, the options that come out to 54,000. And at the bottom it just says market adjustment.
Yeah.
It's 74,000. So the total price for a $54,000 car was around $130,000, which is
Nuts. It's nuts.
And then they also turned off all their comments on Instagram and the reviews on Facebook. Like people were just roasting them. Roasting them.
Have they actually responded to this yet?
So I have screenshots of all the reviews. They took them all down, but I actually have screenshots. And basically what one of the reviews responded was, so there's one of the comments, probably can't see it, but it said 73,000 markup adjustment on a Nissan Z is ludicrous. $5,000 to $10,000 markup adjustments are very standard practice in this market, which I would expect. It is a rare car, but 73 is insane. This is their response. This is one of the only reviews they actually responded to. This was early before I posted my video. They said, "Hello, we appreciate your time to inquire about the pricing of the limited edition Nissan Z Proto. The vehicle is one of 240 in the United States and one of the first to arrive in the Pacific Northwest, making it a commodity in today's market. Because of the limited stock in the United States, the vehicle's value will most likely increase over time. We're taking offers on the vehicle and are happy to have a more in-depth conversation on pricing with serious buyers." So basically what they're saying is, we think it's going to be worth that much in 5 years. So we're going to sell it to you for that much. Which I don't think they understand that's not how that works.
Yeah, I mean that sort of speculation is just It's not
Yeah.
smart for one thing.
That's counting your chickens before they hatch.
Yeah, for sure. And I definitely know like some people are actually willing to pay these markups because they think
And
it's
they have more money than brains.
yeah, that's one thing. But some people think that maybe it's going to be worth more later on. But I don't know. You can't really say. Like you really have no idea whether it will
Well,
be
it's
or
kind of
not.
like imagine if Carroll Shelby, back when he was making the original Cobra, charged the equivalent to whatever $2 million today was back then. Because what original Cobras nowadays are worth like 2 million, a million,
Sure.
whatever. Don't
Yeah.
quote me on that. They're a lot of money, way more than what they ever paid for them back then. And imagine if he decided, well, these are obviously going to be worth millions later on, 70 years from now, so I'm just going to charge you that price now.
Yeah, that makes absolutely no sense. Like it's
Yeah.
the people pay that much for survivor bias, basically for survivorship, right? And also just because you never know like what's going to happen in the future. I can't see anyone getting that excited about the Z. I like okay,
No.
this is
Oh,
like
and by the way, $130,000 is used supercar and high-end sports car territory. That's like brand new Mercedes, lower end of the AMG category, right there, which would be significantly better car. No offense, Nissan,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, no
like
kidding.
nobody's paying 130 grand for something that isn't a GTR. That's GTR Nismo territory. Ugh,
But yeah, I find it
like
interesting that the dealership still hasn't backed down. And
they haven't even put out a statement.
we've seen that a lot of different dealerships. They like the new Bronco, like the same thing. People are doing crazy markups on those, and
Yeah,
and
I'm like,
there's these idiots like paying
what?
it though. What's going on? Like why are these people? They have some severe FOMO or something that they think they're going to miss out.
Well, what I don't understand is they're acting like they're a customer. Because here's the thing. Okay, if you were to say get into like okay, so they only have 240 of them, which means it was a very short time to reserve one. Once they reserved them all, they're all reserved. So, and then if those people decide to resell them, okay, that's different because they're resellers. Because and yes, resellers are going to charge whatever they want. Remember when the Demon came out?
Oh yeah, sure.
And people were
Yeah.
flipping those for 200 grand. Now Dodge wasn't selling them for 200 grand, but people were flipping them for it. But that's different because that person somehow got into the reservation and they earned that spot to be able to do that.
So
It's just like tickets to a show.
with Nissan, with this
you know.
Proto Z, was it individual reservations or were these like dealership allocations?
I mean, I'm imagining it was. I'm imagining it had to have been individual reservations. I mean, there's only 240 of them, so I couldn't imagine they didn't. They just gave a couple to the dealerships. I imagine this
see.
was a very reserved model.
Gotcha.
I'm sure the base model and the normal version will be just send them by the truckload to the dealerships, but no, I can't imagine that they had that limited model. But even so, I could imagine a $10,000, maybe even a $15,000 markup. People would still laugh at them, but it wouldn't be outlandish in nowadays market. That's kind of unfortunately become standardized, even though it shouldn't be, and we have to deal with that. But a $73,000 markup. What are you doing?
And I don't know. I don't like it. It's be interesting to follow the story some more and see if someone actually pays that. I wouldn't be surprised if someone.
Well, we have the VIN number. We have the VIN number.
Yeah,
Like,
right.
no, what's just insane, though, is they don't even want to respond about it. Like, okay, you know what? The least you could do is cut your losses on one car. It's not like they have 40 of these things and they're all going to sell for 130 grand. They got one. They only have one of them, this dealership.
Well,
So, like,
here's the other thing, too, is like now that this dealership has been blasted, they have a reputation for high markups, right? So do you think...
well, the problem is all the reviews got deleted.
Oh.
So it's kind of like, I know, it's BS. Everyone's on there like, Google, why did you do this? But I get it. It's so people can't bot spam stuff. I get the algorithm. But at the same time, it's kind of like, no, those weren't one sentence reviews. Most of these were like 3-4 sentences with screenshots of the window sticker. Like, and this is starting to get bigger now. Like they're trying to sweep it under the rug. At this point, just cut your loss. That, by the way, you're already making money on it. It's not like if you sell it for MSRP, you're going to lose money.
Right. Yeah.
At this point, get your greedy head, get out of your own greedy head, and just sell it for MSRP and be good guy dealership. Be like, okay, we're sorry, we were greedy. We thought this would be okay because of the markup. Clearly, we misread. We just need to. We're going to actually sell it at MSRP. Whoever first come, first serve.
Yeah. So if they wanted to be a good guy dealership, they would probably sell a lot of like Versas and Altimas, right? But like now they're bad guy dealership, and like guys like you and me, are gonna like go tell our grandmas like, hey, don't buy your new Nissan Versa from Bellevue a Nissan, because they're gonna
this is
mark
what
your
we've been
crap
saying
up,
this whole time.
So
on every single episode, we pretty much said, don't piss off the enthusiast.
Yeah, exactly. Because we're gonna tell everybody this dealership marks things up.
Yeah.
You don't want to buy from them. Like, even if you're just buying like the family truckster or
I did also love on that video, by the way.
So
on the video that I posted, there was a bunch of people commenting, being like, "Hey, my buddy owns this insert dealership name, Nissan dealership, and he's going to sell them at MSRP." And I was like, "Good for you, do it."
Yeah, so all the good dealerships got
awesome.
free advertising off of this one dealership being an asshole.
You're literally just committing PR suicide at this point. Like, and not addressing it. It's not going to go away. You still have the car.
Yeah.
And people are pissed.
By
the way,
I think it's important for us not to forget.
More annoying than
we can like they can probably like sweep this under the rug and like try to forget about it, delete their Google reviews and stuff like that. But like I think it's important for us not to forget that there's these scummy dealerships out there. So.
Yeah, I love it. By the way, before I posted that video, they had a 4.4 on Google. Do you know what it was by the time before they were deleted their reviews?
What was it?
2.9.
I love it, man. I love it.
Yeah, 2.9. Power of the community.
Yeah.
Let's go.
And
it was awesome.
And I whenever it happened, another similar situation with Matt Hayek, they had this letter out.
Yeah, let's talk about that.
They were taking reservations for the new Z06, so it's like they're not even building those cars yet, right? But they were taking reservations for them, and in their letter they stated that, first of all, your deposit is non-refundable. So if for some reason like you get the car,
that's right, I saw
and you don't
that.
like that, like your deposit, we just keep that, right? Which is sketchy as hell to begin with. But on top of that, they're going to sell it for $90,000 over MSRP. And the Z06, I think the MSRP is like 107 or like 102, something like that for the Z06.
So almost $200,000.
Yeah,
for a Corvette.
Almost $200,000 for a Corvette. Yeah.
That's approaching not hypercar, but like
no, it's Ferrari money. That's Ferrari money.
That's Ferrari money. That's Lamborghini money.
And this. I think it's kind of funny. It's kind of similar situation where like I sent that picture to you. I actually got it.
Yeah, you did. Yeah.
If you notice, there's a signature on that piece of paper, and like for the customer signature. So someone idiot, which I'm going to call you an idiot. I'm sorry. Some idiot actually signed that.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Whenever I sent it to you, I was like, oh shit, I should have blocked that out. The reason why I said that is because it's an acquaintance of an acquaintance. And I didn't really want them to get in trouble, I guess, or get, talked to like a retard, which they are now, but now it's out. I mean, everyone's shared the picture, so everyone has seen it. And, it's, and not only like, do we need to be killing these dealerships over this, figuratively on social media, not literally, guys.
Don't go murder people. Murder's bad.
Murder their reviews.
Brilliant.
Yeah, we need to point out these customers, like, you guys are idiots. Like, why are you doing this? Is it just for FOMO?
Because it's people with more money than brains.
I mean, these guys have money for sure. Like, they've obviously done something well to earn that, and like, you know,
No, it's the people with old money who have no concept of trying to save money or get a good deal. They just go, pretty car, I like it, buy it. Don't care how much it is.
yeah, I mean, I guess it could be a scenario where, you know, someone just it doesn't care. They're like, I don't care how much it costs.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to treat myself or something like that. But like, I just don't get it, man. Especially like for like, I mean, yeah, sure. Like, I get it. Like the new Corvette is badass. It's kind of unique, and like, you know,
Oh yeah.
they might not make as many.
Well, that's
of
what I
them
liked
as,
about the
as
Z too.
there are.
What I hate though is, like even with like the new Z, I was excited about the Z, and I hope that doesn't happen is this translates to the base models.
Right.
Like imagine if this translated to the base models and they start charging 80 grand for those $40,000 cars. It's like, well, there goes the affordability, which pisses me off because some Nissan engineer worked really hard to make that a cool, affordable
Right,
sports
to a
car.
price point.
Like
Yeah.
a $40,000 twin turbo V6, stick shift, rear wheel drive, gorgeous car. Somebody worked hard to budget that car, and now they're just gonna.
Yeah, and you know, that's an important part of the, because these cars are designed to a price point. They're actually engineered to a price point, and then that price point gets blown up, and that's.
Yeah, if Nissan thought it was worth 130 grand, they would have put the MSRP at 130,000.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you know, it's not like a Ferrari that's like built to. I mean, obviously they have a price point as well, but like it's much higher standard.
Because
right?
you know who does millions of dollars in research on their market? Nissan,
sure. Yeah.
not the dealerships.
Right.
The dealerships have a marketing department that probably equates to 5 people who, you know, get paid probably minimum wage. Let's be honest here, it's a car dealership. They're all scumbags. But at least this dealership probably is. Not all car dealerships, but no, but like Nissan literally spends probably in the millions each year on targeting their demographic and their price point. They knew exactly what they were doing, and that car makes total sense at 40 grand.
Oh yeah, big time.
That's competitive with the Supra. That's competitive with the GT Mustang. That's competitive with SS Camaros. It's right in that mark, and it's perfect for it. It's for the guy who doesn't want a Mustang, doesn't want a Camaro, doesn't want a Charger or Challenger, and he wants something that isn't like a Type R Honda or something like that, something different. And it would have been perfect. The dealerships are gonna ruin it.
Yeah, I don't know. I just can't get over the fact that people are actually going for it. And same thing with the Bronco. You know, like people have been paying like way over MSRP for those, and
yeah.
I mean, at first they were pretty rare, right? Like whenever you saw a Bronco on the road, you're like, oh wow, that's the new Bronco, right?
Now they're everywhere.
Yeah, they're everywhere now. They're everywhere, and like people are starting to regret paying over MSRP. You know, so it's just kind of funny like seeing this. I think the same thing's going to happen with the Corvette. You know, production's going to catch up, and like all these people have been like paying over sticker for the Corvette. Like they're going to feel the same way.
Did you see there's already a Xeon Copart, by the way?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, there's already. I'm going to look it up. Here, you keep talking one up. I'm going to look it up real quick. But no, yeah, I agree. Like them charging 90 grand over MSRP for a Vet is insane.
These aren't that rare of cars.
Absolutely.
I mean, they just aren't that rare of a car to justify that sort of thing. And I can't imagine like it making any sort of sense to actually pay that unless maybe you're like you have an exotic car dealership and like you just want to like rent it out, you know. But
that's brutal. I just found it. This is for those who are disturbed by pictures of wrecked cars. Look away. There we go. Can you see it?
Yeah, I see it. Yeah.
So I don't know what. Yeah, there you go. It's only a blurry picture here. Actually, wait. There's a video. Oh God. Gonna mute that. Oh.
Yeah, make that full screen. There you go.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh God. Yeah.
Wow.
It says an employee wrecked it.
An employee wrecked it? Oh no.
Hold on. Oh no. Yeah, that's totaled. Oh, that's so sad.
That's such a great color too. Wow. Like, what is that color?
Yeah, it is, and that's a proto spec too.
Is it the proto? Oh, dang.
Yeah, because the only ones available right now are the proto specs. Oh,
Wow. Yeah, I mean that's rough.
such a shame.
How the hell did an employee wreck it? Like,
Oh no. An employee was reportedly bringing the vehicle out to its new owner when he gave it a bit too much throttle, and well, you can see the results below. The wet conditions probably played a part too. Oh, there you go. Plus 1,195 in extras.
yeah, right. Yeah, so $1,200
Oh
of
my
nitrogen in your tires or something. Kurt,
Oh yeah, look, so here the drive cut to talk to them. Look at this. Thanks for texting us. We will be with you shortly. This is Nick. Thanks for texting us. We'll be with you shortly. We are asking 129,991. We are taking offers on our 2023Z. Your ADM is more than 70K. There's only 200. I'm an editor for thedrive.com. Who can we talk to about the markup at your store? You can ask one of the sales managers. Thank you.
I love how they go, correct,
God,
sir.
Yeah, right.
Oh my God.
Apparently, they're actually just trying to hold it.
Oh, you think they
Jesus,
don't even really want
why?
to sell it?
No, I don't think they even want to sell it. I think maybe they're just trying to hold it in their dealership and be like, just
That
like,
could be.
up yours,
I mean-
man. Just hold on to it until it becomes worth 200 grand.
That's dumb. I mean, that's absolutely dumb. I mean,
That's so scummy.
yeah, it's super scummy. And like, I don't know, maybe the owner at the dealership just wants to have it just for like cool points or something for his dealership showroom, which, you know, whatever. Okay, but yeah, that's ridiculous.
But you didn't pay for it. Well, I guess they did pay for it, but at the same time, they didn't pay for it, really.
Yeah.
They don't physically own the car.
Yeah, well, I mean, it is kind of a gray
But
area. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not a lawyer. I don't work for a dealership,
There's
so I don't know.
there's a pretty prominent owner of dealership networks here in the Central Texas area that uses his dealerships to fund his private car collection, and his private car collection is pretty sweet.
Who does?
I don't want to say the name,
Oh, fair enough.
but
Petrol Lounge? Is that what I'm thinking of?
no, not Petrol Lounge. No. It's separate guy.
My buddy Anthony went over there earlier today, and he was showing me some pictures. And God, they have everything.
Oh, Petrol Lounge is so
Oh,
sweet. Like, it's pretty awesome. Yeah.
$400 a month though for a parking spot.
You know, I guess you're a parking spot in good company. Man.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, like it's
I guess if you have one of those kind of cars, what's $400?
that's true, yeah. But no, it's actually kind of interesting that Bellevue is digging in their heels. I mean, maybe you're right. They just want to keep the car, but you know, it's kind of interesting. Mac Hayek, the people who were doubling the price of a vet, making it 200 grand.
Yeah, let's look.
They
let me look that up real quick.
They relented. You know, they folded to the social media pressure. So
Really?
yes, they did, and then they made a statement that we're saying like, we didn't want people just buying these cars and flipping them, so we jacked up the price. We apologize. Going forward, we'll sell them for MSRP.
Ooh, dealers shammed into selling Corvette at MSRP.
Yeah, they got totally
Wow.
shamed into it. Yep, which is
Wow.
fantastic. I love hearing that.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Yeah, that means it's working, guys. Like we got to keep doing this. You got to keep up the pressure on these dealerships. Like if you see anyone with ridiculous markups, you post them out on social media. You blast them, and everyone will start blasting them too. Because I mean, like they can't. Let's say that they sell a few Z06s at double the price, right? And they make that a buttload of money on that. There's no way they can sell enough double-priced Z06s to make up for the fact that like no one's gonna come in and buy a Chevy Cruze from them like ever again.
Yeah. No, exactly.
So-
No, I was just reading that. No, yeah, it's no. You. The PR suicide is not worth the money. It's not.
No.
Because it's like, oh, well, I can make 50% more on this one car, but I'll lose the next 50.
Yeah.
It's like, so you've lost money still.
It's like they literally can't sell enough Corvettes to make up for the fact that no one wants to go to their dealership to buy like, you know, just a Silverado or something, you know? Because
Yeah.
if they get a
Stupid.
shitty reputation, then like that's what's going to happen. Like no one's going to shop your dealership for anything.
These car companies are
Yeah.
stupid.
All I can say is like we need to keep up the pressure on these guys. We need to like keep finding them out, finding these
Agreed.
stories out, and keep up the pressure, and that's it.
Oh, I agree, 100%.
There was another funny story I saw. Yeah, we saw the Hornet, right? You know, the Dodge Hornet.
Yeah, we talked about that last week.
Awful name. I don't know, like, why. Like, we talked about this before. Is like they're just taking names from the past, and instead of letting them die gracefully, just making them into something that they're not. But whatever. The Dodge Hornet was announced to much fanfare, and apparently it got quite popular because on the very first day there was something like 14,000 pre-orders placed for this thing. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, nuts. Insane amount of number of pre-orders for what I think is a crappy little crossover SUV, but like,
I mean, to be fair, it is Dodge's first EV.
well, it's a hybrid, right? Like, isn't it a hybrid?
Well, yeah, but it's also their first hybrid.
Yeah, it's their first hybrid. Okay, well,
So I guess the Dodge fans are finally like, finally, I can suck Dodge's dick and not worry about getting 10 miles to the gallon.
I mean, I guess it looks kind of cool for like a crossover SUV. I mean, I think that entire
the styling
segment is just
brilliant.
miserable,
It's
though.
just-
Like, I cannot stand like any of these crossover SUVs. But the funniest thing about all this is that, hey, you've heard of the Tonale, the Alfa Romeo Tonale. It's a little crossover SUV itself, and like they've been working on this for several years, and
I've heard about it. I haven't actually seen any pictures. How do you spell it?
like toenail, Tonale, yeah.
Okay, let me take a look. I'm curious. I haven't actually seen. Oh, I have seen pictures.
It's kind of a
this,
sharp looking
actually,
car,
yeah.
you know. It's got like
It looks like a quadrifolio had sex with an Audi,
yeah, but it's going to be like a small,
or the Giulia. Sorry, the Giulia. It kind of looks like a Giulia.
right? It's got the cool, you know, 6 headlights, and it's got like a nice little style to it, right? And they actually released, you know, actually like going into production for this thing a few months ago, right? Before the Hornet came out. And they're the same car. So like Alfa Romeo developed the Tonale, and then Dodge developed the Hornet.
Yoink.
And they're the same car. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if the Hornet isn't being built in Italy. Because you know this is also kind of funny.
Well,
you know the Jeep Patriot? That absolute turd of a Jeep that's like kind of almost it's the second worst Jeep, you know, ever made, right? The Jeep Patriot. It's both the Tonale and the Hornet are on the same chassis as the not the Patriot, the Compass.
Take a look. Hold on.
I'm sorry, the Compass, Jeep Compass. I misspoke there.
Oh, you're good. Let's see. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it 100% is literally the same car.
No, it's the same car. It's the same car. Like, they just changed, you know, the
It
headlights.
has identical body lines. Look at that. Hold on. I'm trying to find one of them basically the same silhouette. Hold on.
It's like they got like different bumpers and different headlights.
Oh my gosh.
And that's kind of it.
No, like look at the window. Look at the window shape.
Yeah, it's like the same.
It's literally identical. Even this look, they didn't even change the side skirt. Wait, let's look at the back end. Hold on. Is there a back shot? Let's see if there's a butt shot. Okay, here's this one.
Yeah.
Let's look at the butt shot on the Dodge. Oh.
Yeah.
The same.
It's the same. It's the same car, right? It's literally the same.
They didn't
car.
even look at the rear bumper. It's exactly the same.
They're gonna have the same
for this has
engines.
chrome
Like they're gonna
tips.
same engine options, like same basically everything. It's just like a slightly different trim of the same car.
That's brilliant. It's literally the same
But
car.
Alfa Romeo is like so mad because Dodge knows how to make a release. They know how to, you know, actually release a vehicle and hype it up and get orders.
So the question is it the same engine?
It's going to be the same engines. Yeah. It totally is. But yeah, it's going to be the same everything, the same drivetrain, all that stuff. I mean, it's basically developed by Alfa, and Dodge is like reskinned it, and Dodge has better marketing, so they got a ton of orders.
Interesting.
But it blows my mind. Like, Alfa doesn't market anything. Like, I don't understand why Alfa can't get it through their head that they actually need to market to North America. because like they barely had.
They
like,
don't
any
think they do.
market.
They think they're above that because they still think that they're this little midget Italian sports car company when really they're a lot bigger than they think they are.
Well, I mean that's another funny thing too. Is like here recently, the head of Alpha UK. I mean he's not a global guy. He's just over the UK, but that's still kind of a big deal. He actually put out like this whole thing saying how Alpha wants to move away from their sports car image so that they can sell more of these like mundane cars. Yeah, I know. That's like the stupidest thing I've ever heard because like
What Alpha?
the thing that differentiates Alpha from like, I don't know, Camry or something is that they have this crazy like 100+ year sports car heritage. Like going back to like the 1910s, Alfa Romeo, like they built touring cars that could be turned into race cars. And like that's
the dumbest
that's
thing
basically
I've
been
ever
Alpha's
heard
thing
from Alpha.
the entire time. It's like we build nice touring cars that you can
that's
turn
like
into a race
Fiat
car.
announcing that they're going to make that'd be like Fiat announcing that they're going to make an SUV.
Yeah, well, they've done that.
Yeah.
Kind of going back to this, like, the whole Jeep Compass thing that both the Tonale and the Hornet are based on. It's kind of funny. The Jeep Compass is actually built in Italy. Really? Isn't that wild? Like now what's funny is that
So does that mean the electrical system's going to fail at around 30,000 miles?
well, Chrysler has never been known for their electrical systems, right? Like I actually think the Italians slightly improved on Chrysler's electricals.
That's a fair point, actually. Yeah.
But no, it's kind of funny.
I just hope the transmission isn't made by Chrysler. Let's just hope that.
Well, I don't know where the transmission's made, but the engines and all.
Well, I was just making a joke because Chrysler transmissions have always been notoriously like junk.
Yeah. The engines, funny enough, are actually built in the U.S. They're built in the plant in Dearborn, I believe. So
that's cool.
The engines get built over here, shipped over to Italy, put into a quote unquote American car, and like shipped back over here for sale.
That's so weird.
I know. This
seems so unnecessary. Just ship the car here and let them put the engine in.
I couldn't tell you, man. Like I don't get it. I don't get it. But there's actually a really great chart that I posted on my Facebook page, the Book AutoWorks Facebook page, that shows where all the different Stellantis vehicles are made at. Interesting seeing, like the Jeep Renegade, like that's made in Italy too. And what's funny is,
man, I want to like the Renegade so bad because I actually kind of, and this is gonna be controversial. I actually sort of like the styling on it a little bit.
I do. I like the way it looks.
Yeah, it's a lot of people think it's butt ugly. I actually don't mind it that much. I think it's not bad looking. I like the fact that they borrowed some Fiat engines out of that. Mm-hmm. I think they actually had an Abarth engine in there at one point.
Yeah, it's a 500X underneath.
Yeah,
it
which is kind of cool. Mm-hmm. Which means that all the Abarth parts can be moved onto it, which is kind of awesome. I know 500 Madness or Madness Auto Works. They have a whole Renegade Madness thing for their Renegade lineup. I actually worked there for a little while at Madness Auto Works. Yeah, no, I wanted to like that car so much, but it just gets such, people just rice it out and they do the same thing they did to the Wrangler, where it's just pretty princess street crawler.
Well, I mean, you can't. It's not a serious like off-roader anyway. It can never actually be a serious off-roader. So
I mean, neither was my Volvo station wagon, but I still did this. I still went on the same trails as Wranglers. Did I ever show you that?
No,
by the way, some of the stuff of me off-roading in the freaking Volvo.
No, I didn't. See that.
No, for those who don't know, and actually, I'm using this as my mouse pad. I had. Oh, it disappeared.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
Sweet.
I had a 2008 Volvo XC70. The all-wheel drive version of the Volvo. And what I did to it, I lifted it and put Toyo mountain tires on it.
Hell yeah, dude.
And it was awesome because I legitimately went mountain crawling with it. With some Jeeps, and it was super funny because I was kind of in the back of the pack, and so they would all go through nice and easily, and then they'd stop and like watch, and it was kind of like the little engine that could, because they'd be like, oh, am I gonna hit that rock? And then you'd hear a little, then it'd be like, wait a minute, and the thing would kind of lung over it.
That is great, man. Like that's great. Like taking cars that off road.
I love using cars that. Yeah, I love taking cars and doing things that they never were intended to do.
Yeah, have you seen like some of the off road Miatas? Like those are pretty badass too.
Or I remember my first car, dude. I had a Nissan Xterra that we built up to around I think it was like 600 horsepower, give or take.
Holy cow!
Because it shares the same bottom end as the it's the VQ engine.
Okay, yeah.
So it's the same bottom end as a Nissan 350Z
right.
and Infiniti and all that stuff. So a lot of the stuff actually bolts up. We bolted it up, but unfortunately I was young and dumb and thought, oh, I'll just throw boost at it. It'll be fine. And I put 2 holes through the block, and that was the end of that car. But it was fun.
I love those kind of mistakes. Those mistakes are great.
Oh yeah, it's expensive learning mistakes. They're always fun. In other news, though, you got anything else? Or I've got a couple.
Yeah,
stuff
go for it, man. What we got?
So Morgan has made the Super 3. Oops, sorry, I'm just adjusting. By the way, everyone gets a nice view of my calves.
Ooh la la.
So they made they made another 3-wheeler.
Oh, no kidding.
Which I know it's like, oh my gosh, another 3-wheeler, but I actually like the way this thing looks.
No, that's kind of cool.
Quite a bit.
Ooh, yes. I like that.
I feel like it's the perfect amount of modern styling with vintage, looks like it was built in a barn.
Yeah.
That is absolutely Morgan. Like, look at that LED. I think those are LED. Oh, yeah, they're like halogen LED lights. Nice aero disc wheels.
Bro, I like that a lot.
Like, look at that. You have a little luggage thing on the side to just strap stuff to.
Oh, man. Okay, yeah, I'm
my gosh.
digging
And look
this
at that, by the way, this is digital. This is digital. Digital displays. It's still a stick, too.
So this...
No, I think it's absolutely brilliant.
We've talked a little bit about this before, but like, you know, when you have like a retro like vibe car done right, it's really nice, and I think this is one of them. I'm saying it
so
right now.
I haven't actually looked at much of the specs on this thing, but let's see here. Where does it say?
I mean, it doesn't matter.
So it's actually it's a Superform. It's an aluminum monocoque chassis.
Oh, cool.
Which that means it just weighs absolutely nothing. It is a 1.5 liter 3-engine Dragon engine used in turbocharged form in the... Wait, it's got the same engine as a Bronco Sport. That's kind of insane.
Or the European spec Ford Focus and Ford Fiesta. Okay. I wonder if that's just like European spec Ford Bronco Sport.
So it actually only makes 118 horsepower and 110 pound-feet of torque, but it weighs nothing. That's insane.
That's funny. That's not very much from a 1.5 liter these days.
No, I mean, shit. What did our Abarths make? Like, what was it? Almost 200.
You know, 1.4 liter, making 160 horsepower. You know, factory, and I freaking pick.
Then again, this thing is naturally aspirated. You know? I bet you they did something with the exhaust to just make it sound brilliant.
Oh yeah.
Actually, there's a video here. Hold on. Okay, I don't want to listen to this guy talk for the next 3 minutes. No, I think it's brilliant looking though. Like it's just that nice kind of split style with like almost like the carrier on the side and the aero disc wheels.
Check that out. Priced at $54,000.
Yeah, I mean it's Morgan.
Yeah.
Yeah, and these things are. But the difference is with these are like hand built cars.
No, they are. Yeah.
Yeah. Which when was the last time you heard of a hand built car for under $100,000?
Wow, the 4C.
Yeah, fair enough. Wait, really? What do 4Cs go for nowadays?
Oh, I mean, they're kind of like in the 40s, I think.
Really? Yeah. I thought they were way more expensive than that.
Well, I mean, the highest they were sold for new was like 80. But I mean, used, yeah, I think they're going for around the 40s. Honestly, haven't like kept up, but you know.
Oh, there we go. Whoa, you're cutting out bad there for a second. Hold on. There we go.
You got me?
In other news, though, also... Yep, I got you. In other news, also, though, Audi is planning on going into Formula One in 2026 and is showing off their new design.
Ooh, that's pretty slick.
Audi, who did you hire? Yeah, look at that. Audi, who did you hire to design this? They need to be promoted. It is just gorgeous looking. Like,
I've never really followed Formula One all that much, so I couldn't tell you much
I
about
don't
it.
follow it hardcore. I don't follow it hardcore, but man, this is just, I miss manufacturers doing Formula One instead of it being like a lot of companies like Red Bull and whatnot like that. Like, yeah, we got Mercedes, we got Ferrari, and we got Aston Martin, and we got a couple like other small ones. But man, like, imagine Audi. Holy shit, that'd be awesome. Another cool thing too, actually.
While we're talking about F1, just like real
yeah.
quick, Alpha has decided that they're no longer going to do F1. So they were doing it with Sauber.
They're really abandoning sports.
Yeah, yeah, they were doing it with Sauber, and I guess they fired Sauber, and they're not going to do F1 anymore. So that's a little bit of Alpha F1
That's
news.
sad.
I know. Yeah, like you say, maybe they're serious about like, divesting from the sport image, which just
the market's not there. I mean, you know what the original meaning of the customer's always right is, right?
No, what's that?
If you're not selling what the customer's wanting, then you're not selling.
Yeah, right. That's true. And I tell you what, I'm not buying any new Alphas. That's for sure. There's nothing that excites me.
Yeah.
So
yeah, this excites me though. Sorry, unless you want to talk more about it.
Go ahead.
This excites me. Look at this thing.
A new
So
roof.
this is a rough.
Oh,
A new roof. Right? Yeah. Bergmeister.
the
911
Bergmeister.
is a hill climb inspired. God, this just gives me Roadster vibes. Like, also, look at the back end of this thing.
What?
Exposed bottom end exhaust with just straight lines with a duck
Yeah, you
bill.
got the big little ducktail on it. Wow.
Look at that. They got the little wing on the side.
What the
like,
heck?
Oh,
The Bergmeister.
rough. What are you
He's gonna
doing?
climb the hills.
The climb the hills, yeah.
That's
Hans.
cool.
Activates the turbocharger.
I love the little speedster aspect to it. Like it has like no roof. It's like you're never gonna drive this in the rain. We're telling you right now,
No.
you will not drive this in the rain.
Yeah, look at that.
You have no roof.
So actually, I haven't looked at the performance specs. So this is a 3.6 liter turbocharged flat six. It's also all carbon fiber bodywork.
Wow.
Awesome. Yeah, it's nuts. Oh, so it makes 450 horsepower and 442 pound-feet of torque, which for a car that light, and it's got, oh my god, I'm out. It's got 245s in the front and 285s in the rear. Holy crap, Porsche. Or rough, sorry.
Yeah, that's nuts, man.
That's insane. It's gorgeous. Gorgeous. God, why? We need more cars like this. Come on, manufacturers. You have the technology to do it. Like look at that. Look at that. It's gorgeous. So sad.
Well, all right, man. I think we should probably start wrapping it up here. Like,
Oh yeah.
I'll kind of give my final thoughts here. Like, just kind of like a summarize. Like, this whole
Sure.
ADM, like dealer markups.
I'm headless.
Yeah, you are. Where'd you go? Oh my god.
No, this is straight up like, hold on. This is straight up like, hold on. You're a wizard, Harry. I'm what? Is that?
I love how it's focusing on like it was at your dog crate back there, and like not you.
Yeah, there's a dog crate. Yeah.
It's great.
Oh, sorry. That just made me laugh way too much. Seeing me just kind of go, wait.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can do it again. What? Nope. Okay. Go ahead. Sorry. Let's finish.
But yeah, like so, I think some of the takeaways that we can, get from this is we really need to keep the pressure on for like these dealer markups. Like just keep up the social media pressure.
Agreed.
If any of your friends pay some of these stupid markups, treat them like idiots.
Make fun of them.
Yeah.
Call them names.
Yeah, call them names. We want to see much cyberbullying over people by actually paying these markups.
Now for legal reasons, I'm going to say, do not make death threats to people.
No death threats.
Or anything
No.
like that. By cyberbullying,
violence.
I mean just make fun of them.
Yeah,
Call them
it's all just emotional
names.
abuse.
Call them stupid.
No physical.
Yeah.
Just emotional abuse. Yeah. That's what we need.
It's like a drunken stepdad, just straight up emotional abuse up in here.
But yeah, I mean, this is the only way we can stop this crap, you know. And like it's gotten out of hand.
agree.
But like I see the turning. And like, you know, good on Mac Hayek for, you know, reversing their idiotic decision.
Yeah, get on Bellevue Nissan. Like, oh
Yeah.
God. No, it's just so funny though. Just like, and eventually, they're gonna put themselves out of business. It's like dealerships are trying to survive in a market that's going to change to direct consumer sale, and they're loading the bullets in themselves into the revolver, and they're putting it in their own mouth at this point.
Seriously.
They're gonna do it. We don't even have to do anything. They're gonna do it to themselves.
Yeah, dealerships
being said-
gonna have to figure something out, or they're gonna go the way of like the newspaper. You know, like there's like some.
Yeah.
I mean, people still enjoy their newspaper. Some people do, right? I mean, I'm sure like in the future, people will still enjoy some dealerships, but they're gonna have to figure out like how they're gonna create a customer experience.
Well, do you remember? Do you remember the Fiat Alfa Romeo dealership on
the
183?
studio.
Yeah. Remember how that turned from a dealership into just a service center?
Yeah, that's pretty much how
that's
it's
what's going to happen to all of them, which I'm fine with. I'd rather just have service centers. And by the way, dealerships, we know you still make a metric shit ton of money on service. Like, that's how they used to make all their money. And they should. But they're getting greedy. They're like, oh, well, you know, it's like, you want more money. It's like,
I mean, they should sell an experience. Like, have you ever been to the BMW dealership over there? That's actually kind of a nice dealership. They have a movie theater.
It is.
They have a barista.
They'll have the Porsche headquarters.
Oh, that place is nice.
Down on 183.
Yeah,
in
that
Mopac.
place is pretty crazy. Yeah. Yeah,
That place is huge.
yeah. So like, I think dealerships are gonna have to move into like actually offering an experience. You know, some sort of I don't know. I don't know what they should do, but they're gonna have to do something because people are fed up, and we're gonna be really pushing hard to get rid of these cartels, because they are dealership cartels. Government sponsored cartels is what they are. And
Pretty much.
yeah, people are gonna be fed up with it and get rid of it. And so in the coming future, they're gonna have to do something different. But all right, that's my final thoughts. Like, what are yours, Adam?
I mean, you know, just hey, if you see your dealership marking stuff up like, you know, more than 5%, then boo them.
Yeah.
Rate them bad. Give them a star. Give them 1 star. Like, seriously, or even better, actually. Even better than giving them 1 star, and I did this with the Nissan dealership. Email the manufacturer's their email support.
Yeah.
And let them know and say, hey, I just want to let y'all know this dealership is charging $3,000. Oh, I actually got a response from Nissan on that, by the way.
Oh, cool. What'd they say?
I forgot about that. Basically, they said that it's illegal for them to sell direct to customers in North America and all that in mumbo jumbo. And I'm like, but you could.
Right. Yeah.
It's so stupid. So stupid.
Yeah. I mean,
And I know it's not Nissan's fault. Technically speaking, it's not Nissan's fault. Really, what it is, it's the laws protecting the crap out of dealerships.
it's a cartel. It's totally a cartel.
Yeah.
And yeah, it is. And like the I don't know how it works in other states, but the Texas Automotive Dealers Association, they hire politicians to sit on their board, and it's like a total like incestuous, you know, what do you call it, corpocracy. And it's just but anyway.
It's a monopoly. It's literally a controlled economy.
It is.
Yeah, it's a controlled market. It's insane. It's just, you know, and they're going to keep on doing it as long as they can. Unfortunately, they're going to run themselves out of business.
Yeah, they are. We're going to make sure of that.
And the manufacturers are eventually going to get pissed when they wonder, well, hey, why didn't all these cars sell? Well, dum-dums, you didn't tell the dealerships to not sell them at a 200% MSRP. Dummy.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, all right, folks.
Anywho,
thanks for watching. Thanks for listening, and you know, I guess we'll catch you about the same time next week.
Absolutely.
See you later.
Later.